I know y'all like, didn't we just have a whole series about finding your signature hairstyle? Listen, sometimes you gotta pop out, okay? Sometimes you gotta show people, like, yes, I can still wear a wig. No, it never gave never wig again. I just meant, don't expect to see me in a wig every day, but when I do wear a wig, baby, I'ma wear it. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, it's your girl. How are y'all doing today? So I had a little idea this morning. I knew that I was gonna change up my look. You know, it's time for a hairstyle change. Not this. This is just for a little pop out little moment. But the weather's changing. I'm in a new state. It's a new climate. I can't do the humidity, neither can my leave out. So I knew it was time to change up my hairstyle. And I'm thinking of doing a little glow up series, y'all, because in these past couple years, I've learned a lot of tips and tricks about womanhood and signature looks, signature styles, things to do to feel confident, what to not do if you want to feel confident. I just have a lot of tips and tricks. So I figured, you know, this is going to be part one of my glow up series. Glow up meaning inside out. This is how we look good. This is how we feel good. This is how we show up good. This is how our soul feels good. This is how everything works together to make us the best versions of ourselves. And I could not start this series off without having a sit down talk with y'all and talking about what a glow up really is, what confidence really is, how to get there, and what it isn't. Really, it's what it isn't, because I see a lot of people giving tips and tricks about, oh, how to look good, how to smell good, how to taste good, how to make everybody turn their heads. Y'all, if you are starting anything with the intentions of others' perception, you already got it wrong. You are already off on the wrong foot. And I don't want that for y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, all the little YouTuber things, and let's dive into confidence. So to become the best version of yourself, the most confident version of yourself, we have to identify what confidence is. Confidence is not something you can fake. It is not something you can successfully fake. Any real confident woman is gonna be able to spot a faker from a mile away. You don't want to give the impression of confidence. I actually feel like faking confidence makes you less confident, because if I'm confident in myself, I'm confident enough to say, hey, in this season, I'm not that confident of myself. Confidence is trusting yourself. Confidence comes from a deep trust in yourself, knowing that you can entrust yourself to yourself, that you're gonna show up for yourself, that you're gonna be kind to yourself, that you're gonna keep promises to yourself, that if you say you're going to do something or to be something, you can trust that you are going to do the hard things to make that happen, no matter how you feel about it or how inconvenient or hard or trying it may be at that moment. Confidence comes from knowing that you have all the power within you to create the reality that you want, to get the results that you want, to be the person that you want. There is nothing deeper than a true assurance in your own ability to make things happen, to change your life or make your dreams come true. You can't fake that. You can't outdress that. You can't out perfume that. It doesn't matter what a woman has on her, it's about what's in her. And that deep confidence that comes from trusting yourself is something you can spot a mile away. That's why all this talk about faking it till you make it and wearing the right clothes, the right hair, the right jewelry, the right perfume, it's all cute. And sure, that helps along the way, but if you don't do the mental work, if you aren't accepting of who you are and where you are at that point of time, everything else is fluff and it's fake and it means nothing. At my most confident was when I showed up for myself and I was being truthful with myself. Being truthful with yourself doesn't mean that you're at your end goal. I'll use me as a real example. I am terrible at time management. I'm late to most things, or if I'm not late, I make it by the hair on my chin. I procrastinate. If I have a day off, it really takes something within me to lock in and get things done with time to spare. I can get things done, but I'll push it off or I'll hold it off or I will rush and do it because I have something else I need to do. If I know that about myself and I know that that's something that makes me insecure, faking isn't going to do anything. I need to be truthful with myself and say, hey, You are bad at time management. Since you can't manage your time well, you know you're not managing your money well, you know you're not stewarding your talents well. Be truthful with yourself about that. Create a plan of action to conquer that and then show up in that. Me waking up at the time I say I'm going to every day makes me more confident because guess what? I know I have a problem that I'm trying to solve. And my steps to doing that and showing up for myself is keeping the commitment of a time that I need to wake up to give me adequate time to get dressed in the morning, do my hair, do my skincare, put my clothes on, and make it out in time for work. Consistently doing that builds a confidence in yourself because now getting up and getting to work on time will eventually become habitual and just who you are and what you are. And now you showed up for yourself. I cannot explain to you the confidence that comes from knowing that you can trust yourself. I know I keep repeating that, but that is the ultimate confidence. You set out to be a person, you became that person, so now you realize I am the mechanism of which my dreams come true. My actions, my discipline, my consistency all comes from within. Now, if you know anything about this channel, you know I believe that you have to get things from a source. Some people use desperation, some people use motivation, some people use revenge. I'm gonna always, always, always be upfront. Your source needs to be Jesus. Like let's just keep it real. When I show up as the woman of God that I'm supposed to be, everything else follows. Stewarding everything well, being kind, being honest, being aware, like these are all things that make me live up to my highest potential, showing up for myself daily, keeping my promises, and ultimately it leads me to show up in environments way different. When I'm on my stuff, just doing all the little good Christian things that I'm supposed to and keeping that commitment that I made to myself, I show up differently. It's on me. I can't even, it's so hard to describe. You are just so confident in the woman and the person that you're becoming. Girl, I don't care what nobody else look like, smell like. I don't care if everybody else turned their head when somebody else walked in. That has nothing to do with me because guess what? I'm on me. I'm focused on what I got going on, how I'm showing up for myself, what I'm doing to become better for myself. Now, the hair is cute, right? We got a new wig on. I feel good. That adds because now if I'm showing up for myself, you know, I'm filming a video, editing a video, went to work, cleaned up my space. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing and I got my hair looking good. Like, of course, I'm going to feel even better. But at the end of the day, all of this, none of this compares to what the inner work is doing. So part one of this rebuilding series, because at this point, if you have not checked out my last couple videos, check them out because we are in a rebuilding phase. And part of this rebuilding series starts with the inner work. We're rebuilding confidence. This rebuilding confidence series, this segment, this first part, the foundation, God dang. The foundation of this rebuilding series starts in the mind. It's that mindset change. Showing up for yourself, for yourself. Make a promise to yourself today and keep it for the rest of the month. Watch how you feel. Watch how you start to learn to trust yourself more. How you don't need to go to other people to reassure you about decisions anymore. How you are able to operate within and have autonomy and a more sound mind because you know that sound and good thoughts and actions are able to come from you. Thank y'all for tuning in to this first part. Make sure to stay tuned in for the series because by the end of this year, trust me when I say by the end of this year, I don't know if you gonna be a different person, but I'm gonna be a different person because I'm gonna stick to what I'm preaching to y'all, what I'm writing down, and what I'm preaching to y'all. That's what I'm on. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you so much, Redice, for sending me this hair. You got your girl feeling real different, real special. You know, she hasn't had a lace on her head in a while. I know y'all probably like, girl, who are you with this red wig on? Baby, I'm under the sea, okay? Baby, this is Ariel. I've been giving the girls real hairline for the past couple years, but don't ever forget my wig hair. I tried this new wig that was sent to me from Redice, and when I tell y'all, this was fun. I have not worn wigs in 3 years, and it was such a blast to the past to be installing a wig. I had to go out and buy some supplies because your girl has not had a lace on her forehead in a hot minute. But this gift was just in time for my new series, Rebuilding. As you guys know from my latest videos, I am in a chapter of my life where I am restarting, rebuilding on foundational truths that I've been living out for the past couple years, but to a real extent this time. In this video, I'm going to be diving into what confidence looks like, how to rebuild it if you've lost it, and what it looks like to practically walk through trusting in yourself. Now, one thing that I really want to highlight that I did not touch on too in depth with in this video is the fact that you cannot trust yourself until you have trusted in that man. And by that man, y'all know who I'm talking about. Jesus, the way, the truth, the light. The ultimate confidence comes through the Holy Spirit. Being able to trust in yourself alone will never suffice. In those days, in those times where your strength runs out, that's where your power source is supposed to kick in. No matter what source you decide to put your trust in, you are going to come to the end of yourself. And it is my belief that there is only one source that is going to pick up where you leave off. Every other belief system comes from working harder, doing more works, but the confidence that comes from knowing that I have a Savior who's going to pick up where I lack, who's going to empower me when I am weak, who is going to be consistent in the times where I can't, who is going to discipline me in the times that I can't, who is going to give me those biblical truths that I can stand on that allow me to make sound decisions. That is the truest confidence, y'all. Anytime I say trust in yourself, believe in yourself, please understand that that always comes on the back end of having a relationship with God and being consecrated by spending time with Him and knowing that your desires are coming through the funnel of His ultimate will. With all that being said, I'm so grateful to be given opportunities like this, to be gifted things by companies. In this newest season, I want to steward every opportunity well. I want to fill the shoes of the positions that I'm put in to the best of my ability. So once again, thank you, Redice. This was such a fun, cute little wig to put on. This was a very cute switch up from my V-part wig that I've had in for a while now. And I'm not gonna lie, leave below in the comments, how do y'all think this red looked on me? Because I'm feeling it, y'all. I might have to get a little, she might have to go red this summer. I don't know.